What's going on, guys? HybridHero here, bringing you another video. Now, we're not in a traditional format of things, but nevertheless, I'm here to bring you another video. What just fell? Oh, my earphones. Now, certain people have been asking me to do team videos where I talk about the teams that I had for all the previous regions that we visited so far, or all the generations that we visited so far. But I'm not gonna do that quite yet. Maybe in a bit, but not today. Today, I want to cover the teams that I have planned for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, alright? So, normally when a new generation or a new set of Pokemon games come out, I plan 4 teams, alright? 4 teams because one for every starter, and then a 4th one. That's kind of like, I don't know, my overall team, or like the best team that, or my favorite team that I want to go with, you know? It's kind of like, it's an overall experience, something to capture everything. I've been doing this since Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Most of the time, I only end up using like 2 or 3 teams, if that. Sometimes I just only use 1 team, but regardless, I have 4 teams planned out. So because of that, instead of going over 1 team for Let's Go Pokemon, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, I want to go over all 4 teams and talk about each of them separately. Now, judging by how this game is going, like, I'm probably going to end up using more Pokemon than the 6 that I have listed for each team. And I'm probably going to have, like, some in rotation, because if you guys see the Treehouse gameplay of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, they have a full team of 6, like at Viridian Forest and whatnot. Granted, that could be just for demo purposes, but it looks like since our method of gaining experience is by catching Pokemon, it looks like everyone's going to have, like, I don't know, be using like 20 different Pokemon or something, you know? It's gonna be a crazy amount. So when I say that these 6 Pokemon are part of my team, I mean that these are gonna be the main 6 Pokemon that I use for that certain playthrough, alright? What else do I gotta say? Oh yeah, now the plan was to talk about each Pokemon individually, and then talk about the team overall, but instead of that, we're just gonna mention all 6 Pokemon, and then talk about each Pokemon individually, and then quickly talk about the team overall, because I don't want to leave it like a blank screen for you guys, or just like an empty screen for you guys. We'll keep it looking interesting, alright? Is that all we have to say? I think that's all we have to say. So, let's get right into the first team that we're going to use for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Now, of course, the very first thing that I have to decide, I'm shaking the camera. The very first thing that I have to decide is, what game am I going to play? Am I going to play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee? I am going to play, to start off, I am going to play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Now, I guarantee that a lot of you have been hearing that people are going to start playing Let's Go Pikachu first, then Let's Go Eevee. And we'll talk about that in a bit. But for the first team that I have for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, it's going to encompass Pikachu, Blastoise, obviously, Arcanine, what's next? What's next? Golem, Scyther, and a Lowland Executor. So yes, Pikachu. Why is everyone suddenly like steering towards Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee? So I kind of knew this was gonna happen, that like Pikachu and Eevee weren't gonna evolve. People were expecting to, people wanted to go towards Eevee because, you know, Eevee can evolve into like all the different evolutions. But the moment you get rid of that, aside from its cuteness appeal and the fact that it's Eevee, like a lot of people are gonna steer towards Pikachu because Eevee's just a pure normal type. Pikachu, at the very least, is an electric type. You know, they're both unevolved, but Pikachu's got the typing. You know, it's like, it can do something with its electric typing and its electric stab. Whereas normal stab isn't too good, especially if you're unevolved. Like, look, alright? Between these 2 little guys, oh, they're like this, right? Oh, wait, you guys see it like this, so. Yeah, this is left for you guys, right? I don't know, man. Between these 2 little guys, at least this one has like Thunderbolt. I hit the bike and everything. What is this one gonna have? This one's gonna have like Takedown. You think Mewtwo's gonna be scared of a Takedown? Like, Eevee, Takedown! Ah! No, bro. Thunderbolt might do something. Takedown's gonna do nothing. Yeah, but because of that, most people have steered towards, oh my god, Pikachu's lost some of its black coloring on its ear. Because of that, most people have steered towards, what do you call it? Pikachu. And on top of that, I just really like, I like Pikachu and Eevee. I think I like Eevee a bit more, but I really do like Pikachu, and I kind of want my first experience of the Let's Go games to be reminiscent or as similar as possible to Pokemon Yellow. Not as similar as possible, but somewhat similar. So that's why I want to start with Pikachu. Now, Blastoise, I don't think I need to say much. And judging by the thumbnail, I'm pretty sure you guys can see what I'm trying to do with the rest of the teams, right? But as you can see by the thumbnail, what I'm trying to do with the 4 different teams is, at least I'm trying to use a unique Kanto starter for at least 3 different teams, right? So one team will use Blastoise, and then another team will use Charizard, another team will use Venusaur. Starting off with Blastoise because, bruh, it's my favorite Pokemon of all time. Number 1. It's the first Kanto starter I ever started with. It's the first Pokemon I ever started with, and it's Blastoise, bro. Like, what do you want from me? It's Blastoise. I'm very excited to use Blastoise. It's gonna be fun, like having a Squirtle follow me around and everything, and then a War Turtle, and then eventually like surfing, like full-on surfing on a Blastoise. I'm super excited for that, and oh man, I just can't wait. Plus, it's gonna be very helpful against Brock and Squirtle. Assuming that the gym leaders stay the same, Squirtle, in my opinion, has always been the best starter against most of the gym leaders. It's a good defensive Pokemon as well, and we really need that. So I'm glad to have Blastoise on board, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited to use it. You don't understand. I just don't want to ramble about it for too long because we got more Pokemon coming up. Next up, we got Arcanine. Now, Arcanine is a Pokemon that I've used in Black 2 and White 2. I don't think I've used it besides that. I may have used it in like Red and Blue way back, but I haven't really used it outside of that. And I'm assuming Let's Go Pikachu is gonna be what Red and Fire Red were, right? In terms of what's it called? Exclusives. In terms of Pokemon exclusives. I'm pretty sure, since Arcanine was a Pokemon Red and Fire Red exclusive, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in the Let's Go Pikachu side of things. So this is gonna be like my only opportunity to use it, and you guys will see why. So I want to use it because of that. And Arcanine has always been a powerhouse, alright? I think it is statistically the strongest in Kanto. It is statistically the strongest non-legendary Pokemon, because it has almost like close to legendary stats, because it's a legendary Pokemon but not a legendary Pokemon. It's classified as a legendary Pokemon in the Pokedex, and it was kind of meant to be a legendary Pokemon, but that's a whole another topic. But yeah, no, Arcanine is extremely powerful. It is a great looking Pokemon as well. It is, I don't know a single person that doesn't actually hates Arcanine. I'm not the biggest fan of Arcanine, but it's always been super cool, and it has a great move pool. It can be used defensively, offensively, however you want it. And man, it's just great looking Pokemon, loyal Pokemon. Excited to use it. Now, something I'm very excited about that I've never really used, except I've used it a few times like in Showdown and whatnot, but I'm very excited to use Scyther, okay? So ever since, you know, after Red and Blue, Gold and Silver came out, and Scizor took over Scyther's role. Scizor being Scyther's evolution, of course. But, you know, because of that, most people have never used Scyther as a Scyther. Like, Scyther in its prime. Like, not prime, I shouldn't say prime. Scizor is kind of its prime. But Scyther, no one's ever got Scyther to use Scyther. Everyone's got Scyther to use Scizor, right? I want to use Scyther so bad. Just because, oh man, watching the anime and everything, Scyther was so cool. Like, Tracy Scyther, come on. Everyone thought Tracy Scyther was so cool. And even before that, Scyther was just a cool Pokemon. It was, yeah, man, I don't know. Scyther's just like the cutting heads. It's so cool. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to slap an Eviolite on it because Scizor isn't a part of these games. So Scyther's a fully evolved Pokemon in that sense, right? But still, I just think using a Scyther, like a bug flying type, and like a Scyther, and not like gunning for a Scizor, like you're using a Scyther to use a Scyther, is pretty cool. I never got to use a Scyther in Red and Blue. Not during my Let's Play anyways. Not during my playthrough anyways. But I think with this, I'll finally have the chance to use a Scyther in my main team. And that's something it's something I've always just wanted, from watching the anime, from seeing the Pokemon, from like the Pokedex, from everything about Scyther. I just always want to use Scyther, and I finally have the opportunity to use it as just a Scyther. Now with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, everyone's gonna want to use the trade evolutions, because back in the days it was easy, but at the same time it was kind of hard to get the trade evolutions. If you didn't have friends, kind of hard. If you didn't have friends that played Pokemon, kind of hard, you know. Or if you didn't, in my case, I started playing Pokemon Red and Blue when Gold and Silver came out, so you can understand you could understand how hard it was for me to get people to like trade. I didn't have the option to trade, so there was that. So because of that, in every team, I kind of want to use the trade evolutions because I never had a chance to fully utilize them. And I want to start off with Golem. Golem was always another cool looking Pokemon that I wanted to use, but the whole rock and ground thing, it's hard even to this day for me to use a rock and ground type because of how weak they are defensively. But I think I just want to use it not only because it's a challenge, but because Golem's a good Pokemon. I don't know, man. Golem's, like I just said, it is a challenge for me to use them defensively, but Golem's also very strong offensively. And I just think it's an underrated Pokemon. I think between the 4 trade evolutions, Machamp, Alakazam, Golem, Gengar, Golem I think has a short end of the stick, and I think that's why it got the Alolan form. Of course, Gengar and Alakazam got the Megas, but I don't know, maybe just because they're popular. But I think Golem really is like the underdog of the 4. And I don't know, I just think it's a great Pokemon. I think it can be really, really good. The Rock type and the Ground type offensively are 2 phenomenal types. So, yeah, I'm just excited to use it. I don't know, man. I'm just very excited to be using old Pokemon that don't have much relevance anymore, right? In new games, and have them be in their original state and like be great, you know, because all these Kanto Pokemon, they've changed over time. They've got evolutions and whatnot, so they're not how they were initially intended to be. But now they're back in new graphics and new games and everything. So it's just exciting using old Pokemon the way they're meant to be in new games. Now, even though I just said all of that, the difference, one of the major differences between these games and Generation 1 and Generation 3 Kanto games is that we have Alolan forms, right? These games have Alolan forms in them. So I'm not trying to make this an exact replica of like yellow, red, or blue or whatever. And because of that, I think I should use an Alolan form, and I want to use an Alolan form on all of my teams, or most of my teams, because these are Pokemon that are part of the decks now. They're a part of the Kanto decks, and you can obtain them in the games through I think only through the use of the Go Park, but regardless, you can obtain them. Now, between the Alolan forms, the only ones I really liked were Alolan Raichu, Alolan Ninetales, Alolan Sandslash, and Alolan Exeggutor. I've used Alolan Raichu, I've used Alolan Ninetales, I've used Alolan Sandslash, and I have not used Alolan Exeggutor. And I usually, not always, I usually try to run the Fire, Water, Grass core, right? And right now, we don't have a Grass type Pokemon. So, why not use an Alolan Exeggutor? On top of that, the thing's a Dragon type. And the only other Dragon type we have is the Dragonite family, or the Dratini family. But yeah, we only have them guys. So, bro, Alolan Exeggutor, your boy like walling around. Your boy, he's walling, bro. He's like, rah! It's like, you know how cool it's gonna be to like have him like walk behind you like, rah! You know, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. I don't know. I just want to use a Grass type. I want to use a Dragon type. Alolan Exeggutor is an Alolan form that I've never used before, and yo, he's there. He is there. Why not use him? I'm like, bro, it's gonna be so cool. Oh my god, this video's been so long already. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay. So that was only our first team, and I just looked at the recording time. I'm so sorry. This is gonna be a long video. But that was our first team. Moving on from Let's Go Pikachu to Let's Go Eevee, we have our second team, which I need to kind of look over because I kind of forgot. So moving on from Let's Go Pikachu to Let's Go Eevee, our second team is going to encompass Eevee, Charizard, Lapras, Primeape, Gengar, and a Lowland Muck. Now, regardless of what your boy said, he is excited to use this little guy, girl, whatever, you know, just say guy as a gender neutral term. But, yeah, Eevee is obviously going to be on the squad, and I'm curious to see what I can run with it. Obviously, Shadow Ball is going to be a staple. Probably like last resort. Yo, Baton Pass maybe, because like if you get Z moves, your boy doing that Eevee Z move, and we're gonna get the Extreme Evo boost, and yeah, Baton Pass that up. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. But I don't know if this game's gonna be easy, but still, it's gonna be fun to just try it. Yeah, but we'll see what we can run with Eevee. It is a normal type Pokemon, but it does have other moves, and we've seen Pikachu get double kicked before in the Treehouse demo for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So Eevee is probably gonna get some new moves as well. So Eevee's gonna be, it's gonna be fun to use. It's gonna be fun to use. We're gonna feel like Gary Oak. Moving on to our starter Charizard. The main reason why I have Charizard here is because this team's kind of like an homage to, I think it was a Fire Red team. It was a Fire Red team that I had like a few years ago, and I really liked the team. And most of the 4 of the Pokemon on this team, Charizard, Lapras, Primeape, and a Lowland Muck. I used Muck, but a Lowland Muck were 4 of the team members that I had on the team. I think the other 2 team members were, I feel like it was Marowak and like, I don't remember the last team member. I want to say it's a grass type, probably like Bioplume. But yeah, it's an homage to that team. So I wanted to use Charizard for my second run through because I never got to finish that game, and I really like that team. So I'm trying to replicate that as much as possible here. Charizard is a great Pokemon. I'm excited to fly on it. I love all the character starters, man. I bash on Charizard every now and then for fun, but I really do love Charizard. It is, I don't understand how people can hate Charizard. I really don't. I don't understand how you can hate any of the character starters, but Charizard, it's a simple design for a Pokemon, but it's also very great design at the same time. Like, it's an orange dragon on, like, with a fire tail. It's great. I don't know. I'm excited to like fly on it. We've seen people fly on Charizard, so that's a plus. It looks great. Speaking of riding Pokemon, Lapras, the staple surfing Pokemon, is, I feel like Charizard and Lapras together is just something, is so cool. So cool. I don't know what it is. I just think it's a great combination to have on a team. Fire and flying, water and ice. Your boy's excited. It's like the staple Kanto flying Pokemon that like everyone wants to like fly on, and like the staple surfing Pokemon that everyone does surf on and that everyone wants to surf on. You know what I'm saying? Lapras, oh, it's so great, man. So it's such like an elegant Pokemon, at the same time very mysterious, very beautiful, very cool. And I don't know, Lapras is so great. Oh my god, so great, so great. Let me stop bashing on bashing. Let me stop. Are they getting mad at me? I feel like they're getting mad at me. Charizard is very strong offensively. Lapras is very good at like with HP and defensively. So there's that. There's that. Alright, it's been like 600 hours since I I had to cut the video, and it's been 600 hours since I talked about like Charizard and Lapras. So getting back into things, talking about Primeape. Primeape is the next member on our team, for our second team for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I don't know what to say about Primeape, but it's a Pokemon that I it's a Pokemon that maybe around the age when I was like 10, 11, 12 that I really began to love. And its Japanese name, Ozaru, what's it called? Ozaru? Okazaru? No, Ozaru is Goku. What's the Primeape? I'm pretty sure it's like Okazaru or something. But I don't know. Primeape is like something, it's just a great Pokemon. The thing about Kanto Pokemon is they're all very simple Pokemon, but they're still, I don't know. Their designs are very simple, but they're still so complete and great, man. I don't know what it is. And I don't like Primeape because of the anime or anything. In fact, my love for Primeape has nothing to do with the anime. It's like just based off what Primeape is. It's an early fighting type Pokemon, and it's a very different kind of fighting type Pokemon. It's not the traditional Kanto fighters, you know? Most of the Kanto fighters are very humanoid, whereas this is a Primeape. Well, humans are kind of primates too, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a monkey. It's cool. It's cool. It's a very aggressive monkey of that. And I don't know, man. Like, despite his aggression, I think Primeape's a really cute monkey. I don't know. I love Primeape, and very excited to use him again. He was in one of my favorite Pokemon Yellow teams. He was on that Fire Red team that I was talking about. Very excited to use him. Who do we have next? It's been hours. It's been hours since I recorded this stuff. Gengar. Okay, now to be quite honest, we weren't gonna put Machamp on this list, on this team, because we have Primeape. So between Gengar or Alakazam, I was just like, which one do I prefer more? Because I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of Alakazam. I really do like Gengar more, so that's why Gengar's on the team here. I realize that we have 2 poison types with Muck and Gengar, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. Yeah, no, Gengar is, what can I say, man? It's Gengar, the only ghost type family in Kanto. I do think we're gonna get another ghost type as well as another dark type. I keep putting this video out there, but be sure to check that video out somewhere. It's somewhere here. Why I think the new mystery Pokemon will be Kanto's first dark type Pokemon, as well as a new legendary Pokemon. All right, but yeah, I do. I don't know. It's the only ghost type Pokemon. I never had the chance to use it for the same reasons I never had the chance to use Golem. And I don't know. It's just so exclusive. Who has Gengar in like red, blue, and yellow? Agatha. That's it. That's it. That's the only person. So running through Kanto with a Gengar was going to be a lot of fun. I realize we're going to have Shadow Ball and 2 Pokemon probably, but not that big of a deal. I just think it'll be cool to use, and like, I don't know, I think it fits well going alongside Charizard and Lapras, or like more so Lapras. You know, it's kind of like Lapras and Gengar kind of counterbalance each other, because Lapras is kind of like you want to like, you know, you want to give it a hug. It's like kind of like a motherly Pokemon. Gengar's like the complete opposite. You kind of want to give Gengar a hug too, but like, you know, it's kind of there to like mess with you and stuff. So I don't know, it's there to counterbalance things. And yeah, ghost type Pokemon again. It's gonna be really fun. Sabrina's not gonna like it, but hey, what can you do? And finally, we have a Lowland Muck. A Lowland Muck. I just realized we have a Ghost and Dark type on the team. I don't know what to feel about that. I've done it before, but I feel like a Psychic and Dark type would work better. We might switch Alakazam around, but I'll talk about Alakazam later on. Yeah, a Lowland Muck. Poison, Dark type. So one of the few Dark types that you can get in Kanto, and you can't get, I'm pretty sure you can only get it to the Grove Park, like Alolan Executor. And the other Alolan forms, not the Alolan forms. I've never really used poison types in my Generation 1 playthroughs, so this is going to be really different. But I have used Muck, and Muck was really fun to use. I don't know what to say about Muck either. Muck is just like, I don't have anything great to say about besides the fact that I really like it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not that big of a fan of a Lowland Muck. I do prefer regular Muck, Cantonian Muck over Alolan. But I do want an Alolan form. I never used a Lowland Muck, so I want to try it out. And I'm pretty sure it'll be better than regular Muck as it is, so why not give it a shot? It adds the green to the team because we don't have a green Pokemon, so there's that. And it's all like psychedelic looking, so that's cool. That's cool. It adds some aesthetic to the team. Having a Dark type is going to be very valuable because what Psychics run house out is like. Yeah, like I said, Sabrina's not gonna like it, but hey, what can you do? Psychics run house in Generation 1. They do so well. And this is kind of gonna be like, we had Scyther for the other team to deal with Psychic type Pokemon. We have Gengar and Lowland Muck here. I hope Gungshot's in this game. I don't know why. I don't see why Gungshot won't be in this game, but having some nice, strong poison type moves would be great. If I really, this game is gonna be easy, but if I really want it, I could always do that minimize strategy and whatnot. But yeah, so Lowland Muck's more so for experimentation. I just want to see how it goes. I try it in Lowland form that I never tried out before. But this is the second team for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Again, it's kind of like a homage to my old Fire Red team, and I'm looking forward to this one as well. All 4 of these teams, man, you know, I'm really loving them. I really am. And you're gonna see what the third one is right now. So for this 4th team, we are sticking with Let's Go Eevee. We have Eevee, Venusaur, Rapidash, I'm trying to do something on my top of my head, Gyarados. Well, what is it? Machamp, I don't know. Machamp, and we have a Lowland Doug trio. Is that it? Eevee, Venusaur, Rapidash, Gyarados, Machamp, and Lowland Doug trio, right. And we also have Alakazam to substitute, but again, Alakazam's kind of like a substitute for either Gengar. It's going to be in like either the Charizard team or the Venusaur team because I just talked about it. I don't know which one. We'll see. But this is our team. This team, I would say, is like the best all-around team, if that makes sense. I feel like it's very balanced. I don't know. I feel like it's very good. So let's go through it. Eevee, once again, our starter. Let's go Eevee. I'm not trying to replace it, but I might if I take the Alakazam. We'll see. Venusaur is... Bro, Venusaur is great. If we Mega Evolve, Venusaur is going to be amazing. Amazing. Hands down, though Blastoise is my favorite Pokemon, I'm a huge Blastoise fan. Mega Venusaur is hands down the best Kanto Mega Pokemon. I don't think there's any denying that. It's going to be great. Having Venusaur in the playthrough, I feel like Grass type starters are very underrated. They're pretty fun if you know if you play with them right. Especially having like the status ailments with Poison Powder, Sleep Powder, and all that stuff. It can make for a very fun playthrough. It really can. It absolutely can. And I don't know, man. Venus has always been like that wise Pokemon, the wise one between the 3. You know, I feel like if Venusaur could talk, in these games, I could just turn around and be like, "Yo, boss, what's going on? What do I do next?" And he'd give me some wise words of wisdom. I don't know. That's the type of vibe I get with Venusaur. Cool guy, man. Cool guy. Venusaur also makes the game a bit more challenging because I feel like he is the. If you were to compare the gyms, and if you were to compare just by like the gyms and everything, he is not for the beginning of the game, but later on he does become like the hard one of the 3 starters to use. But that can make the game a little interesting, especially with our team. I don't think we have a good counter to Sabrina. We don't have a good counter to many Pokemon like Sabrina. We don't Koga if we don't get a Lowland Duck Trail in time. Yeah, it could be very challenging and very fun with Venusaur. I like Venusaur. I love Venusaur a lot. I love the character stories a lot. So I'm very excited to use Venusaur. I'm expecting those wise words of wisdom from him. Rapidash. What does it say here? I was really considering using Ninetales because Ninetales again is my favorite. It's probably my favorite fire type outside of Charizard from Kanto. No, it is my favorite fire type from Kanto outside of Charizard. But what do you call it? The reason why I decided to pick up Rapidash instead is because I haven't used Rapidash since Diamond and Pearl. And that was mainly because, come on Facebook, why do you do this? The only time I really used Rapidash was in Diamond and Pearl. And that was mainly because Rapidash was kind of like the only fire type you could use besides Infernape, right? That's why Flint only had Rapidash and Infernape as fire type Pokemon, and then 3 other non-fire type Pokemon. It's because Rapidash was the only available one, and I like to run the Grass Fire Water Core for the most of the time. So I haven't touched Rapidash since, and I feel like I've used Ninetales a few times recently. So I'm very familiar with Ninetales, and I've always been very familiar with Ninetales for that matter. So I don't know, I just want to go back to using Rapidash. Now, like, it kind of feels bad because I'm like, Ninetales right there. I love Ninetales, but I'm like, you know, let's get out of our comfort zone just a bit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go and use Rapidash, because Rapidash is a good Pokemon, and if Rapidash was good at any point, it was in Kanto alongside the other Pokemon. And you know, it's a majestic horse. Blaine used it. The anime, there was the episode with Ash in the anime, and it's a great Pokemon. I wish I got an evolution or like a Mega Evolution with, like, you know, where it turns into like a Pegasus or something with wings. But regardless, it's a cool looking Pokemon. It's a great Pokemon, and yeah, I'm excited to use every single Pokemon. I don't know how many times I can tell you this, but I really am. I really am. Next up, we have Gyarados, something that can fly but doesn't have wings, unlike Rapidash. But Gyarados. Now, water types in Kanto. I don't think I need to explain how much I love water types either. But Kanto, the water types in Kanto, I really do. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Gyarados is one that surprisingly, I don't think I've used Gyarados in. No, I might have used him once in Fire Red Leaf Green. But I outside of that, I don't think I've ever used a Gyarados on a team. And I really want to use, like, go to that Magikarp salesman near Rock Tunnel and pick up that Magikarp and train him from level 5 and go all the way up, because I don't know, it's always that gag, right? And then, like, I've never gone through fully with that gag, and I really do want to this time around. I'm sure he'll be there. Like, that guy was making dollars. I'm sure he'll be back to make some more dollars. So I kind of really want to. Gyarados is a powerhouse, like, absolute monster. That's why they didn't give him the Dragon type, because of how much of a monster he was. So because of that, I really do want to try him out. He's powerful, and he's gonna be powerful, and I want to put him to good use. So that's Gyarados. Who do we have next? Machamp. Oh, flex on you trainers, man. I'm gonna flex on you trainers. Just shout out to Shofu. But Machamp, I've used Machoke. I've used Machoke not fully, but there was one time in Gold and Silver where I did that glitch in Gold and Silver where I could use where I could get all 3 of the Johto starters, and I did it. And then I had the 3 Johto starters, Noctowl, Eevee. I had a few Pokemon. There was like 9 Pokemon in rotation, and Machoke was one of them. Because I had to use them. I wanted to use the Machop for Whitney, even though I had like 3 starters, but whatever. I wanted to use the Machop for Whitney, and I had Machoke. And even as a Machoke, that boy pulled through. That boy was putting in work. So Machamp is, oh man, that guy is gonna put in. He's gonna karate chop everything, man. It's gonna be a fun time. If we get Bullet Punch, he's not gonna get Bullet Punch, but I feel like he might He doesn't have Bullet Punch right now, but I feel like he might get Bullet Punch in these games. So that's going to be really fun if he does. Yeah, I want to say, it's either him or Alakazam that between the trade evolutions I wasn't the biggest fan of. But for some reason, I haven't played Pokken or anything, but I don't think it was Shofu either. But for some reason, I've been starting to like have a warm heart towards Machamp. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe if I get a Machamp, that boy, the Machop at Vermilion City will be done with his tower thing, and I think he will be done. You see how I snap like that? It's talent amp. I can snap like that. I can snap like this too. But like, I think that boy will be done with the Vermilion City tower thing. If you guys want a video for that, I just plugged in 2 videos back to back. But if you want to see a video for that, there'll be something there. I have a theory on why I think the Vermilion Tower, whatever building, will be done. The construction site, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. But Machamp, I don't know what to say about him. I really don't. I used his trade evolution, never got to use him. He's a cool guy. He's gonna, yeah, that's why I want to use him. All right. What's next we got? That's our 5. Who's the Lowland form that we have? Do we have an Alolan form? Oh, Dugtrio. I don't like Alolan Dugtrio. I really don't. Like, if there's one Pokemon that I'm really experimenting with here, and I'm not too excited to use, but I'm going to, it's Lowland Dugtrio. Not to say that, I just closed my eyes while saying that completely, whatever. Not to say that Lowland Dugtrio is bad. Not to say that everyone should hate Lowland Dugtrio or anything, but I personally don't really care for Lowland Dugtrio. Now, the reason why I'm using Lowland Dugtrio is because I'm not using Magneton. You got me? Because, like, look, a Lowland Executor was a Dragon type. A Lowland Muck is a Dark type. A Lowland Dugtrio is a Steel type. All 3 of these typings are very rare in Kanto. Extremely rare. And I'm not using the normal Pokemon that you use, like a Lowland Muck doesn't even have an option, but I'm not using Dragonite or Magneton. So, to substitute for them, I'm using the Lowland forms. Got me? And I'm trying to get like other typings involved in there too. So Lowland Dugtrio, whole purpose is, I've used the Lowland Sandslash, by the way. That's why I don't want to use Lowland Sandslash for this case. But the whole purpose is I want a Steel type, I want something defensive, and I also want a Ground type. Because I love Ground type. I love Ground type Pokemon. Man. Ground types, they hit so hard. And apparently Dugtrio is really good in Pokemon Yellow and like all the Generation 1 games. But Dugtrio is one of those Kanto Pokemon that I actually didn't care about. And I still really don't. I think its Alolan form is one of the worst, yeah, I would say it's one of the weaker Alolan forms. It's definitely not one I'm a fan of. I understand the concept behind it, and I think the concept is pretty dang cool. Don't get me wrong, it gains some points there. It does. I like that aspect of it. That's really cool. But besides that, the Lowland Dugtrio, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm hoping that if I use it, and I'm fond of its steel and ground typing, which I'm hoping like when I use it for that, and I'm hoping just using it like as a Pokemon, I'm hoping it grows on me and I begin to like see the better sides of Dugtrio. I'm like I enjoy it. I end up liking it because sometimes, you know, you hate on a Pokemon, you don't know much about it, and you use it, and then you're like, wow, it's a great Pokemon. You end up loving it, and even if it's not a great Pokemon, you end up liking it for different reasons. So I'm hoping that happens. But yeah, that's a Lowland Dugtrio, the one Pokemon that's solely, I would say, for experimentation, and kind of looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not too excited to use Lowland Dugtrio itself, but I'm looking forward to experimenting with it, if that makes sense. Now, finally, for this team, like I said, we have Alakazam. Alakazam is another traded evolution. I don't think it's the same thing as all the other traded evolutions. I would say it's the most busted out of the traded evolutions from Generation 1 standpoint. Yeah, it was great. That's why Gary used it. And I don't know, it was Alakazam is just Alakazam to me. I like it. Don't get me wrong, I really do. But your boy doesn't know what to say about it. I like it. It's cool. That's about it. I like the other 3 more than Alakazam, me personally. But if I don't end up using Eevee this time around, I will swap it in. I will swap in Alakazam, or I might swap it in for the Charizard team instead of the Venusaur team. But regardless if I use Alakazam or not, this Venusaur team is it's looking pretty nice. Now. Excuse me. Why am I not using Alakazam in my 4th team? Alright, so there's a good reason for this. There's a really good reason for this. Jumping back to Let's Go Pikachu. We're going back to Let's Go Pikachu because your boy trying to do things the right way, alright? We're starting with Pikachu. And from what you've seen in the Treehouse demo, right? You can get Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. You know what that means? Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, alright? Just like Pokemon Yellow. Alright, hold on, let me pour some cup of water from my water bottle to my other cup, because we fancy, you know what I'm saying? Alright. We doing things the right way. Pikachu, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, alright? Now, since we're already very familiar with this team, why not add another familiar Pokemon into this team, alright? We add in Lapras, because Lapras is that ice boy, that motherly Pokemon, that great Pokemon, the HP tank. And you know what else we need? We need something that's not familiar to us, something that we haven't used yet before, something that is very powerful and can take hits just like Lapras, something like the boy Snorlax. You know why? Because we're trying to be the very best. Yeah. Alright, guys. That's it. How long was this video? I'm gonna cut it. It's gonna be like half the. Oh, this is at least 20 minutes. I guarantee you it's more than that. But yeah, we're using Champions Red team. All right, we're using Champions Red team. We're gonna run his theme while playing with his team. But yeah, we're using Champions Red's team because we're trying to be the very best, and it's gonna be cool. Like bro, think about it. You have access to all of Red's Pokemon. You clearly have access to the 3 starters, which means you have access to play this game like Red. I'm pretty sure you did in Yellow as well, but like, why not, bro? Why not this time around just like play as Red and like to commemorate Heart Gold and Soul Silver? Because even though you had access to it in Yellow, in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, he had Espeon instead of Snorlax, so it wasn't the same. But like in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, since he had Snorlax on his team, you could do a Red run through. Maybe I'll do a lock or something called the Red Lock. I don't know. We'll see. But it'll be a cool time. I'm very excited. That's kind of the goal with that team. I want to feel like Red. I want to see what Red went through. Even though I know the Charizard and Blastoise aren't actually his Pokemon. That's manga spoilers, but not manga spoilers, but that's manga territory. But if you guys read read the Pokemon Adventures manga, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, those are my 4 teams for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I'm sorry that this video was so long. I hope you guys enjoyed it though. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure enjoyed this video. It's quite fun talking to you guys like this and just being casual and like whatever, you know. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to hit a bunch of like button. If you didn't, hit that dislike button. Let me know how you feel. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions, and let me know what your team or what your teams are for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, alright? Or what they're gonna be for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So, share the video if you want to help support the channel, and finally subscribe and hit the little notification bell if you want to stay up to date with all my content. Guys, one more thing I just want to say. I know this game is like super casual, and you probably don't need to put this much like thinking into the teams and whatnot, but like it is a super casual game. But like that's why your boy wants to have these Pokemon's journey. I'm trying to have fun. I guarantee this game is not meant to like. I'm not trying to go into this game and trying to like beat it without like losing it. Like I don't know, without making any of my Pokemon faint. Like not like a Nuzlocke or anything. I'm just trying to like sit back, relax, have a fun time. All right. I think that's what this game is meant to be. It might not be main series as we know it, but it's still meant to have we're still meant to have a fun time with the games. They want us to have a fun time, and we're gonna have a fun time with it. Okay, so try to go into this game with an open mind. I understand that's a lot easier, but that doesn't mean that's not gonna be fun. And like what Reggie said, man, Nintendo, they're not gonna, if it's not fun, why are they gonna make games, man? Why are they gonna make games? Why even bother, right? So it's gonna be a fun game. So I hope you guys can keep an open mind to it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next video, which is not going to be about Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, alright? We'll have a video about that later on, but next video will be a generic video. It'll be about Pokemon, alright? Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next episode, alright? Next video. Later.